Hey guys, welcome to IBCade. Today we're going to be talking about the Galaxy Buds Pro. Brand new for 2021. It came along with the Samsung S21 and I've been using this for about 2 weeks now. And as you can see here, lots of things have changed. First of all, the styling has changed. It's much more sophisticated, much more fancy, and definitely more shiny than before. But it's just more than the exterior. A lot of things inside has changed as well, especially if you compare to the first gen wireless Samsung, which is right here that you can see. uh, Big improvements. Not that there was anything wrong with the first gen for being a first gen, but definitely big improvements along the way. And although it looks similar, like the size as you can see right here is very similar, there's even some functions or some sensors in here that mimics the old first generation style, which was nothing wrong. It just wasn't as effective, I think. So all these sensors were there to determine when you were wearing it, where it's charging, and you can use these side panels to pause music, change volumes, and all of this was great. But whenever you tapped it, it was too loud for your ears too. Like there was some faults, and I'm okay with that just because this was a first generation. And of course, noise canceling wasn't that great. It wasn't even there. So it was very primitive, and I could say now it's much more sophisticated. And also the earbuds, here is a difference this year. Like previous versions, it fit in my ear very well, but reviewers and myself included were saying that this year everything just feels smaller. So if you're using a medium, you have to use a large. If you're using a smaller ear tip, you have to use a medium. And you're just gonna have to move up a size, because when you put it in your ears, there's this sensation of the earbuds being pretty loose. And I'm not sure if I can go jogging with this. And of course, this really depends on the ear. But when you move it or when you touch it, after a while, it seems to fall out sometimes. And as you can see here, that's not good. But for my ear, it was okay. It was a little bit snug. Again, a little bit loose. I wish the size was more snug and fitting. Just didn't happen to me. So I'm afraid to go jogging with this. Now, as far as functionality goes, there's a lot of cool things. Look at this. When you open the new lid, new case, you get that animation, kind of like the iPhone now, which is pretty neat. Tells you the percentages, battery life. And if you open your wearables, there's so many things you can do, like finding your earbuds, different type of equalizers. There's even advanced mode where you can, of course, wake it up with Bixby and have 360 sound. Lots of tools. But the really neat thing about this here is that you can go ahead and have voice detect, ambient noise, and ambient sound. And you can control all of this with the tips, with the side, just like previous, but just with way more options than before. And I gotta say, the real feature of this, the highlight of this year, is the ambient noise and the noise canceling that they've introduced. And so many other earphone companies are doing this. It's good to see Samsung on board. So first thing is, when you get this, you want to update it. They've already came out with a new update for active noise canceling, for ambient noise. They're improving it already, and I can tell, as you saw right here, as soon as I got it, I was able to update my earphones and quickly use the ambient noise as well as noise canceling. And I think they're fantastic. Like, I cannot hear other people talking to me surrounded by me, which is nice. And another thing that they've added compared to the older ones is, like, when you talk, you can actually hear your voice, and that allows you to have a conversation with the person in front of you for ordering things, or even someone next to you, which is really a neat thing they added this year. And next, you'll see some cool things. Here is also a little air vent. You know, if you look at the advertisement from Samsung, you see that they created an air vent that reduces occlusion for spacious audio. And there's some fancy things like two-way speakers for better balanced sound, wide frequency, and 11 millimeters woofers for full bass. I'm not much of a bass guy, but I can tell that these are not as full as some other earbuds. You have to mess with the equalizer and pump up the bass to get that, but I'm okay with it because I'm not a bass guy. I'm more interested in the treble, and here we go. We have some silky treble, 6.5 millimeter tweeters, and they do sound much smoother and cleaner than previous versions, so I'm happy about that. And there is like a 360 wide sound that you can get from these. So I thought it was a good balance, and they really do live up to a more fuller sound. And it's something really tough to show, right? I mean, how do you show or display how it sounds in a review such as this? To be honest, I don't know, but I'll just say that, you know, a lot of the people are using these words like sparkle. That seems to be a commonly used word for headphones, and I think it really does kind of signify how I would describe how it sounds. Everything just feels much more cleaner, sparkles, and just feels more roomier, especially with the 360 audio on. It does sound better than before. And one thing I really appreciate about the new earbuds is these air vents on the side. Like, it really does allow air to pass by. So previous generations, when I wore it for a long time, I felt like there was a buildup happening and it wasn't as comfortable. But with this new earphone and the new airflow, much more comfortable to wear for hours. And all the sensors here, as you can see, makes it more sophisticated, and I think it really puts noise canceling competition to AirPods Pro. This is what it's going against, as you can see here. And even the AirPods Pro are known to have good noise canceling, and in my opinion, I felt like the noise canceling was a little bit better on the Galaxy Buds Pro. And as you can see, the case changed quite a bit this year. So previously, I actually liked this case previously, just how it fit in my jeans, easy to carry around. I'm having a lot of trouble fitting this one in where that used to go before, so I'm just putting it in my big pocket. But basically, if you're the type who likes to carry these things around in your pocket, that's going to be a big change. Yep. But overall, I like these. I think that Galaxy Buds Pro is an improvement, and they've come far from the first initial Galaxy Buds. And if you guys are in the market for a noise canceling, ambient noise type of buds, you should definitely look into this if you're using an Android as well. As for battery life, the official numbers are 5 to 18 hours with the case, but I'm not the type who listens to music or anything for 5 hours straight. I don't think that's healthy for the ears anyways. And ever since I've got this, it's been about 2 weeks now. I charged it once fully, and since then I have not charged the case, and I've just been inserting the ear pods back in, and this is with noise canceling. So the battery life has been very good. I don't worry about it anymore. And as far as waterproofing, this is IPX7. So definitely fine for jogging, sweating, and it says in the website that it can go up to 3 feet deep for 30 minutes. I do not recommend you going swimming with these or immersing them in water for that long. All right, just use it for jogging. So my conclusion is, if you're in the market, especially if you have an Android phone, for a noise canceling earbud, these are the ones to get. I don't know anything in the market that can beat these at this price with this sort of branding. And I think if you choose it, you'll enjoy it for years to come, and you can't go wrong. It'll sound great. Just make sure that you have some ear tips from your previous ones. If you can interchange them, that might help a little bit. But other than that, these are fantastic. There'll be deals left and right soon, so you should pick them up whenever you see it if you're in the market for these. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'll see you.